Growing up, I remember one night I was in the living room with my family watching a movie until we were interrupted by a phone call from my aunt. I remember my dad answering the phone and my aunt telling him the bad news that my grandfather had passed away. And several months before that phone call, he was diagnosed with cancer of the mouth, lung, and throat because he was an avid smoker throughout most of his life. It really opened up my eyes to see how detrimental the effects of smoking actually are. Um, it was really tough seeing somebody who raised me not even being able to feed himself because of an addiction. And no one should have a life shortened because of they choose to smoke, and nobody should have to see their loved one in that condition either. So today I'm going to talk about the harmful effects of smoking, and hopefully my speech opens up your eyes and convinces you to stop smoking if you do smoke, or it will help you convince a loved one to stop smoking. So first I'm going to talk about why the effects of smoking are so harmful. According to BeTobaccoFree.gov, 20 million Americans have died because of smoking since the 60s. 9 out of 10 lung cancers are caused by smoking, and lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer deaths in both men and women in the United States. Smoking doesn't only cause lung cancer, it causes other cancers as well, such as mouth and throat cancer, cancer of the nasal cavity, stomach, kidney, and bladder cancer. Not only does it just cause cancer, but it also contributes and leads to other diseases such as tuberculosis, COPD, and it can also contribute to type 2 diabetes. Not only is the person smoking affected by the effects of smoking, but people around them are affected as well through secondhand smoke. So 88 million non-smoking Americans are exposed to secondhand smoke. 3,000 non-smoking Americans die each year from lung cancer, and secondhand smoke really contributes to that. So many people who smoke and have no intention of quitting might say that they're completely aware of the consequences and they choose to smoke anyways, but to me, they truly don't know how seriously they can be impacted from smoking. So if you're one of these people, I hope you come to the realization that smoking is not worth taking years off of yours or a loved one's life. Now that I've explained some of the horrible effects of smoking, I'm going to talk about what you can do to help reduce these effects. So, quitting smoking is not easy. You're most likely going to fail and relapse, and it's going to take probably a few times until you're successfully done smoking. WebMD gave a few tips on what you can do to help making quitting easier. So, you want to know why you want to quit, and it really helps if you have a personal reason, such as just being healthier or reducing the risk of secondhand smoke to your loved ones. Do not do it cold turkey, and definitely use the patch and the gum to help you. Don't do it alone. You want to create a support system so that your friends and your family can help be there on the path to quitting. And you want to avoid alcohol and other triggers. You want, if you relapse, you need to keep trying. You cannot be discouraged. You have to keep trying until you're successful. You want to be physically active and eat more healthy. And you also want to choose a reward, such as thinking how much money you save from not buying cigarettes weekly or even daily. Now, if you're not a smoker, but you have somebody close to you who is a smoker, there are different steps you can take to help convince them to stop smoking. So you might want to remind them of the harmful effects of smoking and different things like how much money they'll save by not buying cigarettes. You want to be supportive, and you want to provide alternatives that they can do, such as activities to distract them and keep them occupied. And also you want to celebrate their victory, and you don't want to let their hard work go unnoticed. Next I'm going to talk about how rewarding it is when you overcome this addiction. Can you imagine how great you will feel beating this or helping somebody you love beat this and adding years to their life? Not only will it contribute to your lifespan, but it'll make you feel healthier, happier, more motivated and productive, and generally you'll be in a better mood if you quit smoking. So I hope my speech opened up your eyes to the detrimental effects of smoking. So next time you pick up a cigarette, I want you to think about a few things. Think of losing your life or a loved one's life just because you wanted to smoke a cigarette. Think about increasing the risk of somebody you love developing a fatal disease because of secondhand smoke and if it's worth smoking. And lastly, I want you to think about how positively it will impact your life and how it would make you a generally more happy person. Thank you.